Welcome to AVR Unlocked. Today we're discussing the MultiForce cultivator. This cultivator consists of both a front and a rear mounted version and is available in 4x75 and 4x90 cm working width. The MultiForce has been developed for that perfect soil cultivation that's necessary for an optimal potato growth. The MultiForce distinguishes itself by a large working depth, a powerful crumbling and a robust drivetrain. My colleague Christophe will show you around this machine.
Today we are discussing the MultiForce. There's two versions of the MultiForce, the front execution and the rear execution. The front execution is foreseen with a V-spiral roller in the front and a full field plate in the back. And the rear execution can be equipped with a V-spiral roller on the back or, like in this execution, with a ridging hood body. Point 1. Robust drivetrain. The rotor of the MultiForce is driven by this 250 horsepower central gearbox with PTO coupling. It's connected with a second PTO to the side drive, and in the side drive we use a gearing to drive the rotor. The gears in the side drive are in an oil bath. If you want to change the rotor speed on the bottom, you just change the gear on the top. Point 2. Large rotor diameter. The rotor diameter of the MultiForce is 745 mm. This allows for a deep tillage and leaving enough space for the rotor shaft to pass that only the tines are doing the tillage work. This makes sure that we have the lowest power consumption necessary. The tines itself are welded in a spiral shape from the middle. We are working with two spirals, one to the left and one to the right, and because of this we can always ensure that the MultiForce runs nicely straight in the middle. Point 3. The choice between 4 or 6 tines on the rotor. 4 tines leaves a little bit more space in between two hook tines, allowing for stones to pass, but less hooks are tilling at the same moment, so you have higher power fluctuation. If you're going to the 6 hook tines version, you have less space in between the different tines, but more tines are working simultaneously. So if you work with a 6 tines rotor, you will have a 30% lower power need compared to a 4 tines rotor. We have 3 versions of hook tines. We have the welded version, the Vidya version and the Baytech version. The Baytech version has the longest lifetime, then the Vidya and then the welded versions. Point 4. Flexibility between full field cultivation and inter-row cultivation. The MultiForce is available with a full field rotor, so hook tines over the full width of the rotor, or an inter-row rotor. This means only hook tines between the rows. But we can also easily convert inter-row rotor to a full field rotor by using these clamping scales. These clamping scales are mounted with the use of bolts and are kept in place with a cylinder that is welded to the rotor shaft. Point 5. Self-cleaning hood. The hood of the MultiForce is mounted onto springs. This allows for less soil buildup on the system itself. If you want to keep your hood even cleaner, you can also equip the MultiForce with the self-cleaning option. These are 2 hydraulic cylinders which will push the hood down, allowing for the tines to keep the hood clean. A cleaner hood means lower fuel consumption. Point 6. A wide range of ridging hoods. If you want to use the MultiForce as an inter-row cultivator, you also need to have a ridging hood on it. AVR provides a wide range of hoods going from wide top, narrow top, spherical, straight, high speed and HDPE. The hood here is an HDPE hood. This means that we have, instead of metal, a plastic cover of the ridging hood itself. This plastic will allow less soil being built up on it and thus making better ridges. On the bottom of the plastic part there is a borium insert, and this allows for less wear on the bottom, so a very long lifetime of the hood itself. Point 7. Additional options. The MultiForce can also be equipped with spray track tracer, anti-erosion kit, and on the front version an equalization bar in front of the spiral roller.
In summary, the MultiForce gives the perfect tillage in any soil type to allow for an ideal potato growth with minimal drive power required.